And good evening, all you beautiful specks of Stardust. I hope you are all having a wonderful day. And welcome back to the Forge. Tonight we are going to be continuing our playthrough of Smite, Battlefield of the Gods, and we're just going to be doing some casual matches, nothing ranked or anything, but these will be against real people today rather than just those warm-ups from the other night. Me and my bros have been trying to get back in the swing of it, and I think we are finally ready to do some real matches. After all, you learn a lot more by going against real people than a computer bot would ever do for you. So, gonna be jumping straight on into Joust. And we did get a handle on some of those newer things, especially the new starting items. There have definitely been a lot of changes for Season 8, and having been several months since we last played, it took a little bit of time to get the swing of things again. And with that, we also have learned about some broken capabilities for Tiamat. She can specifically get 2 of the jungle buffs in the Conquest map, and this also applies for... let me make sure my sound is working properly real quick. Doesn't sound like it is coming out of the right output. Alright, I guess I will be going for a Guardian right away, so I will go with Geb. Oh, and it looks like she actually has the Legend of Korra skin for Scotty. Let me quick go in here. Yeah, I had that set to the wrong one. Let's see. There we go. That should be better. And hopefully you guys can actually hear the game sounds now. Alright, so we have Scotty, Geb, and Persephone. So we definitely have some reasonable crowd control. Hopefully they know what they are doing. And of course, this is just for fun and the mean swing of things, which is why we're not going to be worried too much. Looks like we are going up against Cthulhu, Tiamat, and Hu Yi. So they have a pretty balanced team as well, so we're going to have to just come down to skill. And looking at it, they definitely have a decent Hu Yi. He's rank X star. However, we also have a rank X Persephone, so it should be a pretty close match, I would think. And honestly, individual players mean nothing in the grand scheme of things if you don't have good teamwork. So how we are going to play Geb is we are going to try to be somewhat tanky, and we're going to try to make sure that we are protecting our other 2 allies as much as possible. We definitely are going to want to use our rock shield so they can have extra health when they need it. And hopefully we will be able to keep everyone alive. I think if we can get that early lead right off the back, we will be able to push forward pretty quickly. However, Hu Yi is a pretty good hunter, so he can probably be able to shred through any of my defenses if I am not careful. I think we are waiting on Cthulhu there to join the match. Certainly is taking a moment. There we go. Alright, let's see. So right off the bat, we are going to try to start with something that'll be good for us defensively. I don't want to go with Benevolence, because that would put me at too big of a disadvantage. And they don't really have any healers, so I think we will go with Sentinel's Gift. And let me also turn down that music just a little bit, because it is getting a little loud. And then we are going to start off on our shoes, and we will go for, I think, they no longer have a Guardian, so I think I will actually go for a more aggressive approach and go with Blink. And with that, we will get underway. I guess I'm on the other side for once. I'm not used to that. Alright, we just got our first jungle buff. And towards the mana camp we shall go. And this will first go to our mage so she can get the most benefit from it. And I'm going to put down a ward there. And we're going to smash you with our rock. Try to get off some of that early poke damage.
My garden glows.
And we're getting off some early jabs here. And I'm actually going to do a quick U-turn boulder. Unfortunately, he was able to dodge, but we got what we wanted anyway. Alright, let's see. So, it does look like Cthulhu finally joined in, unfortunately, so it is going to be a 3v3 after all. And we're going to blast Hugi with our Rock Smash again. And try to avoid Tiamat as much as possible. Alright, we got Cthulhu coming in. And he is very big. But I don't think he will be too dangerous initially. And we're just trying to get in some of those quick pokes. Early game, we're trying to just whittle them down so that when we get our ults online at level 5, we can obliterate them all at once. It is unfortunate that we do not have a healer on our team, but we will try to make it work as much as possible. I want to kind of try to save up some mana here for when I get my ultimate. Neither team is really committing yet. And luckily we managed to actually secure that jungle buff, so they did not get it. Unfortunately, it did cost me my life.
Sorry.
So I don't know if that was the right trade to make, but unfortunately it is the one we did make.
On my way.
Ultimate is ready.
Okay.
Yes.
Go ahead and get this jungle buff so that we can try to stay on par with the enemy team. Normally getting these is the job of an assassin, but we don't have one. Alright.
Ultimate is ready.
Cancel that. Yes. No. Be right back.
Okay.
Alright, so unfortunately we are going to try to wait for Scotty, which means we still do not have a good opportunity to take them all out. So at this point it is literally just a back and forth jab at each other waiting game.
Thanks.
Thanks.
And Scotty wanted me to pick that up, so... And we're going to keep trying our best to keep everyone healthy and alive. Unfortunately, it's going to be really difficult, and that damage camp will be coming up again soon enough.
On my way. Ultimate is ready.
I think right now might be our best opportunity to go in and do some damage.
My garden glows.
That's too bad.
And unfortunately, we did not time that well. I went in and my team was not ready for it, so we did not get anything really effective out of it. So we're just going to keep trying and doing our best.
My son.
And this might actually cost 2E if we are lucky. And it did. And can we get a second? I think we can. What about a third? Unfortunately, they got away, but that was a great exchange. We got 2 of them dead.
Heck yeah!
Nice job. Retreat!
On my way. Be right back. Bye-bye.
Be careful.
Alright, so both of us just backed because we were out of mana, and unfortunately that means we have left Scotty alone momentarily. But we're going to go right back in as quick as we can, rolling up into our boulder, and hopefully Scotty can stay alive long enough for us to return.
Flying hog monkeys! Yes.
Ultimate is ready.
Alright, so my ultimate is ready. I don't know if they are ready for it.
Ultimate is ready.
Try to ping them again just to see if they get the hint.
Ultimate is down!
Okay.
Okay. Gonna try to go in here. And I'm going to do everything in my power to do some damage on them. And I am saving my shield as best I can for the person who will need it most. And luckily, I think I just barely kept Scotty alive there, and so we are good to go.
My garden glows.
Nice job.
Cancel them! Flying hog monkeys! Bye-bye.
Now we are going to be working towards mystical mail next. That'll allow us to just have an aura that damages any enemy close to us. It's not a ton of damage, but anytime we are nearby, it'll be kind of racking up those hits over time, so very useful on us. And our ultimate is still down for 6 seconds.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Primordial chaos.
Unfortunately, Persephone got in my way of shielding Scotty, but it should be fine.
Okay.
We're going to keep poking at them as best we can. Neither team still has a clear advantage, so it's still very much anyone's game. And we are getting low on mana
right back.
as well here.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Myself.
Oh, this might cost me, guys.
Killing spree.
Luckily, we actually did manage to survive that. And I don't think Hu Yi realizes we're coming in.
Okay.
And I think we managed to save our Scotty as well. Ah, damn it.
There's so much more I want to learn
Well,
and do.
not yet.
Damn it.
Sorry.
Alright guys, unfortunately we did cost our team a little bit there, but it is alright. We are still up at the moment. We just need to be playing smart as we don't want that hunter to get a good advantage on us.
My garden, my sapling.
Where is Hu Yi? He's probably going to try and gank us at some point here. Get a few folks in on them. And shield Persephone from damage.
An enemy has been slain.
And let's go in here as well. Nice, we got the double kill before Hu Yi could show up.
Good game. Nice job.
Alright, so we have both of them down. Unfortunately, it looks like Hu Yi has the damage camp. And I'm going to charge straight at him and smash him away. And we have almost managed to destroy it, and we got it. We got their tower, guys. Alright, so that puts us up at a clear advantage now.
Ultimate is ready.
Ultimate down.
Now, we still got to be very careful here, because they could still turn the tide. But luckily, we do have that slight advantage, both physically and monetarily. And I will continue to do my best to guard my team from any damage and harm.
Cancel that.
Ultimate is ready.
Alright, my
Okay.
ultimate is ready, guys. You guys ready?
Bozo hustle.
We're gonna totally target Hu Yi here. Keep Persephone alive. And block Hu Yi as best we can here. And we actually bomb right into him. Come on, we almost got him. And we actually killed Hu Yi.
My sapling.
And because it's just the two of us, we're gonna push hard here to try and get towards the Phoenix. Well, their entire team is dead. If we can take out the Phoenix, that'll be a huge advantage for us. Even getting a good amount of damage on it would be nice. I don't think we can. So instead we are going to go for the damage camp so we can steal that from them. Any advantages we can get on their team is incredibly huge for us. It's all those small little victories that will add up over the course of the game and give us that advantage and hopefully help us to win.
Fear not.
And I'm going to get the shell to hopefully keep my team away from harm. And I'm also going to get the Staff of Mirrodin. And this item will make it so when I cast my ultimate, the next ability won't have a cooldown, but it'll just reduce damage. And they totally just stole our jungle buff, but that's alright because it cost them their teammate.
Out of monk.
That's unfortunate.
Retreat!
On my way. Okay.
Okay, see you later.
Bye-bye.
Alright, so that got very messy right there. But overall it came out to nothing for them, so I think we are alright. And it looks like their Tiamat may have backed, so...
Ultimate is ready.
Alright, so we are ready to go. I'm curious what she is thinking, but I don't really care at this point. I'm going to do some damage where I can. Oh, shit.
On my way.
We got one, guys!
Alright, I think we managed to keep Scotty alive. And only Tiamat is left, so we should be good to get the peeps.
Your team
Wonderful.
Ultimate is down.
And we are getting a clear advantage here.
On my way.
Attack Fire Giant.
Yes.
set up an
Okay.
Okay.
And we're going to try to get the fire giant here real quick. Hopefully we can get it, and that'll give us or the demon king. And that'll give us a huge advantage over them with some healing. And I totally expected that to happen. And despite their best efforts, I think I managed to keep my entire team alive during this exchange, and that should really be the game-changing moment.
Nice job.
Okay.
Heck yeah.
Woohoo! Good game.
May the
I'm the
seasons
avatar.
And
You're
with
gonna
that,
have
we
to
actually
heal
did
the
manage to
hobbies.
win that. I feel like we had some great exchanges there, especially as a team, and then that last bout really was the game changer, taking it to that next level where we were able to destroy the team completely on the other side. So obviously, all of us played a huge part in that battle, but being able to keep my entire team alive was my goal the whole time, and I think I really did a good job at that. And it really shows up with the kills versus deaths on either team. We got 16 kills and 4 deaths versus their 4 kills and 16 deaths. So with that, we clearly had that monetary advantage and that level advantage, and by the time we got towards that end game, they knew they were going to lose and they surrendered. So we're going to jump in again, and we'll see what the other two want to do. I typically like to see what my allies want to be before I select. That way I can fill those other niche roles that they might not be as good at or might not want to play. The other nice thing as Geb is we had that mail renewal, so every time that we got a kill or an assist, we restored a lot of health and mana, and I think that really helps our survivability as well as our teams, because we could afford to not put the shield on ourselves as long as we knew that our team members could secure the kill if they were kept alive. So it doesn't look like we have them selecting yet. We have a hunter. I will select a person, but I will not lock them in just to see what they want to go with. And this goddess is Nox. She is the Roman goddess of night and is one of my absolute favorites and one of the most hated gods in the entire game. And the reasoning for that is because she can silence and she has a grab, and so it makes it really annoying for the enemy to play against just because you are constantly having your abilities shut down by her. Honestly, this team could have some very good synergy if we get in the rhythm together. Ganesha has plenty of silences, as well as, I believe, a knock up, and Oler, I believe, has a stun, along with plenty of other unique abilities, so this could be a very good team for us. We're going to have to see what the enemy selects. I am rank X with Nox, so I feel fairly confident in my abilities, though sometimes my aim does get a little off, so we'll have to see how that goes. And who are we up against? It looks like we have Mulan, a warrior, along with Yanis, who is a mage, and Ratatasker, an assassin. So they are definitely physically heavy, and it looks like their Yanis is decently ranked, so we will have to watch out for him. But I believe in my team, and hopefully this will go well. Also, Ratatasker is so cute.
Tonight is the night to pay me my due.
And of course, I love the Voodoo Queen skin for Nox because it is just so much fun. I think I'm actually going to go with the Sands of Time, just for that reduced cooldown. I think in this case it'll be really useful for her. I'm also going to go with Aegis Shield, just because I suspect we will have a few encounters where that might just save our bacon. Of course, we just got a few casts off on our abilities. The reasoning for that is every time we cast, we get a candle lit, and that boosts our magical power. So just doing that right off the bat in the fountain, we can get our power boosted before we even start the game. Now, if we take any damage, we will unfortunately lose those, but that's fine. And we are going to come over here to the mana camp, and hopefully get rid of it as well. And it looks like it is for me. Nice.
Weak. Weak.
Okay, that first exchange was horrendous. We took way too much damage overall, and our teamwork is just totally not there. And I actually had to make a quick retreat as well, dashing into Ganesha to avoid having to do my own teleport back. And hopefully we can still keep our tower alive. But we are now 500 gold down. We're not out of it, but that first kill is unfortunately theirs. And our Guardian is being very, very aggressive, and that's gonna maybe be a hindrance for us if we keep having him die in exchanges. And I totally just missed and fell through a portal. And now I am out of mana as well.
Okay.
And it looks like they got to the damage camp, unfortunately. So, dang, and that Giannis also managed to hit me again, and that is very unfortunate. I've taken far too much damage.
Good job.
Hopefully we can still turn this around. It's still very early game, only 2 minutes in, so I'm still confident we can pull something off, unless they keep doing these really dumb battles without me. Ugh. Come on, team. Now I am just observing. I'm trying to stay out of their way because I know they could kill me. I did manage to secure Mulan there for a second. But unfortunately our Ganesha is still being very reckless. And there's not much I can do about that. Going forward, hopefully we can start to get that synergy going, but right now we are very disorganized. I do have my ultimate, but I'm going to save it for hopefully a long-range snipe if someone's trying to get away. Okay, I think need to get out of here immediately. But luckily that exchange did work in our favor, and we managed to pull off an upset, so we are now even on kills and deaths. Not sure exactly what I want to build next, but we are gonna definitely go for raw power with Nox.
Retreat! I will shoot you down! I will end this honor!
And Ratatasker is ulting in, so
You're weak.
I'm gonna have to be. I did manage to secure Mulan there, but we did not secure a kill on her.
I will see you again.
Your middle tower!
I feel like they increased Giannis's range because that ability just seems to keep barely touching me.
Let's finish this!
I refuse to pay my dues.
This battle is definitely not going well for us.
Good choice.
I think I'm gonna go for the Chiron coin. Yeah, I definitely made a very terrible mistake there, dashing into them. Was not fully thinking on that one,
I'll put you down, sweet.
but hopefully we can still turn this around. It's 2-4 at the moment. And our Ganesha is just going off on his own.
My ancestors await me.
That's right. We got it all!
I missed so many times there.
Let's end this! Be careful!
I am doing very terrible right now.
Awesome! Out of battle! Can't outrun my goals. Be right back.
And we no longer have our tower to protect us, so that is a clear advantage for the enemy team right now.
My enemy will find you.
Oh, team.
Set up a ward there, hopefully
Be
that'll
my eye.
show us if they come near.
I'll do you a favor and cannot escape.
Weak, don't you? I will see you again.
We're about to base anyway.
Hunt you down! Shoot you down!
Alright, well we can get Chiron's coin at least. What is this Mulan building? She has gladiator shield.
The hunt is on! That's too bad. You won't fight into my trap! Can't outrun my goals.
So unfortunately I saved one person, but I could not save the other.
Awesome!
Alright, we really need a game-changing play here. Unfortunately, I don't know if we're going to be able to get it. Their Giannis and their Mulan are absolutely kicking our butts, especially Giannis. He's got 3 levels on me, so he is a clear advantage in a one-on-one. Even a 2-on-2 would have to be lucky, and unfortunately, these two like to constantly split up, making it very difficult to ever support just one of them. And unfortunately, I think we are probably going to end up surrendering in this match. It is just not going in our favor. Personally, I find you learn more from failure, but other people get sick of just dying and don't see the point in continuing.
Be careful.
And Uller is once again just running willy-nilly ahead, where we cannot support him if he gets into trouble.
Papa Legba.
And it looks like they might be going for the Bull Demon King, so we're going to have to contest it. And unfortunately, he has ulted away. And we have ended up surrendering in a 2-to-1 vote. It is unfortunate, but it does happen where you do end up losing. Hopefully in our next matchup we can actually succeed. Obviously there's going to be one winner and one loser, but we always want to be the winner. Not sure who I'm going to play as next. We'll have to see what our teammates want to do. Looking at some of the details, obviously I died 4 times and only had 1 kill, and I had the worst kill to death ratio. Looking at the details, I also had by far the lowest damage, so I really was struggling there to actually land some of my hits. And yeah, that team was very much on fire, especially that Giannis. There is clearly a reason he is rank X, and I am very out of practice. Alright, hopefully this time it will be better. So right off the bat, we have a mage. I think I might honestly try to go for a guardian again. Who do I have in my roster? Yep, I guess I will be going for a guardian. I'm not sure I like any of those ones, so I will look at my other guardian options. And I will go for either Geb, he would help my team with survivability, or the other option I have would be someone like Kumrakarna, who would have a lot of crowd control abilities and survivability as well. Or I could go for Kabrakan, but but I think I want to go for Geb just because of his ability to keep the team alive, and we're gonna go with that. Cupid has a lot of AoE, he is a hunter, and he also has a few healing abilities, so that could keep us sustained throughout the match. And Tiamat is the newest mage from Babylon. She is an incredible powerhouse at times, but you really have to know how to play her and use her stance changes wisely. Oof, and we are up against a fully Mayan team. That is a surprise. We have Muzankab, who is a bee god. We have Kukul Khan, and he is the Serpent of the Nine Winds, one of my absolute favorites. He is very annoying, though, to play against. If you touch his tornadoes, they will stick with you. And a Shock, which is a warrior, and he is a thunder god, similar to Thor in some regards, but he uses an axe. So I think overall this could be a very interesting lineup. The only real difference here is that we have a guardian versus them having a warrior. So I am more defense focused and I do magic damage, whereas their warrior will do physical damage and won't be quite as tanky unless he builds him tanky. So we will have to see how that goes. Alright, same as last time we played. We're going to go with that Sentinel's Gift, and we'll start on our shoes. And we will go ahead and get that Blink Rune. I think that'll help us just have that little bit of damage early on. We're also going to buy 2 potions, and then we are off to the races.
Good luck. Have fun.
And we'll just get our quick little messages in there.
Minions have spawned.
Now the fun thing about Tiamat is they can do that. So now both of our allies have the speed camp buff, which means that Tiamat can get both the speed and the mana camp. Nice. So Tiamat now is double buffed, which is one of those broken things about Tiamat. We're going to come in and we're going to smash everyone, and we're going to shield Tiamat some damage. Trying to dodge Kook as best we can here. And I'm going to try to blast on this and back again and knock them up. Tiamat just made a huge mistake and it cost them. And it almost cost the rest of us as well.
Be careful. Okay. Your middle tower is under attack.
And I am in bad shape here. I am very much damaged, and they are deciding to run into another battle for some reason. It seems like they really want to try to go for that damage camp. So I'm going to last shot back. And darn it.
You have been slain.
Honestly, I should have backed, but I did not want to leave my teammates alone. Because now they are probably going to die.
There was nothing you could have done there.
So, unfortunately it looks like this Muzankab does seem to know what he's doing. And Kook is just a easy mode god anyway, so it's not like he's hard to play as. So hopefully we can still turn this around. Unfortunately, I do have a 3-kill advantage on us. But all we need is one solid play. I don't see it happening, guys.
Killing
Our
spree.
Tiamat was not there to back us up. We're too focused on getting a jungle buff.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Alright, let's try to get back in there and hopefully save Tiamat before they also die, and they are also dead. How lovely. Well, I gotta defend this tower. Alright, that's the minion wave cleared at least. Our tower is still standing, but it is damaged. Alright guys, if you see me rolling, please try to attack. Like, seriously. I can only do so much damage on my own. Cupid, get out of there, buddy.
Ally has been slain.
Unfortunately, we don't have any health to try to pursue them. If we do, we will most assuredly die. Unless they are... I should have just gone back to base.
Your middle tower has been destroyed.
Easy game.
It is not looking good for us, guys.
Right in the gapper.
Luckily, they did manage to clean up that coop, but we are still far behind them. They now have been 1,800 gold advantage on us. And I don't know if I can save Tiamat or Cupid in time. I did manage to save Cupid, thankfully. But these two need to stop running off willy-nilly. I cannot save their bacon every single time. And I'm actually going to try to go back real quick. That way I can get my item, and that should hopefully give me enough survivability to keep them alive.
Retreat!
Unless, of course, they're idiots and start running ahead again. I'm telling you, these two are giving me a lot of trouble. They are hard to guard if they are not near me.
Ultimate is ready.
They also do not really communicate with me, so I have no idea what their status is for things like abilities. And I know Amuzenkab is nearby and hiding. Go ahead and destroy his beehives at least. And I'll get a bunch of damage off on Coop right away. Not enough to kill him, unfortunately, but enough to hopefully give him pause. think I am dead here. Yup.
You have been slain.
Alright, mystical mail.
Your middle phoenix is under attack.
Looking at it, okay, this is very sad. I actually have top damage on my team as the Guardian with no damage items. That is how poorly my allies are doing right now. So unfortunately, like, I don't like to blame my allies for things because I know that's not always fair to them. But at the same time, I am the Guardian. I should not be the one with the most damage on my team. That is very sad.
My fury is relentless.
Now, luckily my ultimate is ready, but I don't know if it'll be enough to get any kills here. But we are going to go for it. And we totally failed on hitting a bunch of things there, sadly. And now it's going to be another minute before ultimate is ready. And with that, we did manage to secure a kill on Shock.
Is under attack.
And we managed to also get a ton of damage off on this coup.
An enemy has been slain.
And we also managed to eliminate a losing cob. This could be game-changing for us. I don't know if it is enough to actually win, but it should hopefully give us a fighting chance.
Retreat!
Now, unfortunately, we still are not powerful enough to take on Shock, especially in a damaged state like this. So we're going to have to fall back and regroup. I now have Mystical Mail, and I'm going to go for that Staff of Meriden again. And we are off. And I'm actually going to go to the movement speed camp, which is about to respawn. And I'm going to let Cupid pick that up.
Your middle phoenix is under attack.
And I'm actually going to go ahead and get that cooldown buff. Alright. The enemies are clearly missing. They might be trying to go for a game play. And I totally just saw one. And unfortunately it did cost Tiamat. There were things we could have definitely done better in that exchange. Get started on that apprentice staff, and we are going to roll out. Hopefully Cooper can defend long enough for me to get there. And I will do some damage to Shock. this just continues to get sadder. I have top everything except for kills. Who knows, we could still pull some sort of miracle, but it is not looking likely.
Retreat!
Something you could have done there.
And unfortunately, our Phoenix is not alive, so this means that we are in trouble.
Your middle phoenix has been destroyed.
That is unfortunate. I am honestly amazed that neither of them have suggested a surrender. I mean, when you actually get down to the numbers, we are not far behind them. And sorry, I am getting very focused right now. I'm just trying to win this. I'm gonna go ahead and get that other one. It is a shield, and when I use my ultimate, it will give me a protective shield, so that'll be very useful, hopefully. And I have the damage game, so I can't actually get that one. But we are only 300 gold behind them, and if we can actually get off a good exchange here, we could still pull this off.
Ultimate is ready.
Now, I think our main objective should always be getting on losing Cow because he is so much more damaging than the rest.
An ally has been slain. Teammates, that looked almost too easy. Killing spree.
Fortunately, this might be the game-ending moment for us instead. Hopefully our Cupid can survive, but I doubt it. That is unfortunate.
Your middle phoenix is under attack.
Alright, so we are getting our butts handed to us, but we do have that pride win now. And hopefully that will help us here. And they did manage to secure that kill. So I'm gonna come over to the speed camp and hopefully secure that. And our Phoenix has respawned at least, so we do have that going for us. Like I said, they are only a few hundred gold ahead, and we are still comparable in terms of levels. It's just a matter of who can get luckier.
Retreat!
And I had to make a quick dash back to the fountain to heal. Took too much damage and it was far too risky. I can save Tiamat though. And I will actually win in on Coop and hopefully do enough damage to eliminate him. And I did manage to secure that kill on him. Come on, Cupid, stay alive just long enough for me to get there. Alright, now is our big moment. We can push hard here and hopefully secure the win. I went very aggressive there. Hopefully it pays off though. We did secure the Phoenix, and I'm losing Cobb is dead. But we don't have enough time to secure the Titan yet. I'm going to go for the Sentinel's Boom. I think that is my best option in this circumstance. And we're going to go ahead and upgrade that shell.
My might.
Now, we did actually manage to get the lead in terms of gold, even though we were behind in kills, and that could be the game changer, is having those few extra items. And we're going to try to take out this Demon King, and if we can get him, it could win us the game. We just need Tiamat to survive long enough, and then I'm going to get over to Tiamat as fast as possible.
Killing spree.
Nice. We managed to secure that double kill, and I'm going to chase down a Muzenkab, and hopefully we will end it here.
That's right. Lull them into a false sense of security.
Awesome!
And amazingly, guys, we actually managed to pull off an upset and won that game. Around the 10-minute mark, we were actually looking at surrendering. It was that dire, but we turned it around, and we actually won that amazingly. That was a fantastic game to, like, have. Looking at it, I really thought we were going to be behind the whole time and that it was going to just be over for us. somehow, though, that we got a few good exchanges in there, and that totally changed our fortunes. Looking at damage, for a while there, and actually still at the end, I still had the most damage on our team, which is still a bit surprising. I mean, normally you have hunters up there, but I don't think it matters, because at the end of the day, we had fun, and we did manage to win it. Clearly, their Amusenkab was up there, along with their Kook. It just happened that we got the upset, so... looking at the time, I think we can do one more round. So let's see what we end up with. Looks like it'll be a moment, so... Hope all of you are enjoying this. Trying to think of who I want to play as next. Obviously, I like playing as my rock monster, but don't want to play the same thing over and over. Alright, let's see what we get. I wouldn't mind playing as the new Tanuki friend, but he is also so new that I don't fully have him understood. I think what I would like to do is I would like to play as my Kukulkan, and we'll see what Hogut wants to do. Looks like Double Dudes decided to switch it up and go for a hunter instead. And what does Hogut want? And I might even put on his dragon skin. I would love to get some of his other high-end skins, but they are very expensive in terms of the gems. So it looks like Sun Wukong, and he is a warrior. So honestly, this is a very balanced team overall. We could have some very good synergy, especially if Neef locks anyone down for me. So I think we are going to just go ahead and lock in. And it looks like we are up against a Neef, a Hades, and a Cabrakan. So they definitely have some very similar AoE potential. Hades especially can be very annoying. However, I think I can do pretty good with Kook if I get lucky. I just have to be careful early game and not fall to any of the traps that they lay.
My disperses even the darkest clouds.
Gonna go for that kind of gem. And I'm gonna grab a few potions. And I am also going to grab... I am going to grab Aegis Shield. Having that extra protection I feel like is going to help us. After all, if we get stuck, they could do quite a bit of damage, especially Hades' ult. So, that is what we are going to go with and hope it works out. And my teammates have not shown up yet. Alright, and there we go. And I will be the one taking this mana camp. Very nice. Looks like Neef is trying to go for an experience camp early. And I am going to destroy the wave. get a few pokes off underneath. And we will slow them down and continue destroying those waves of minions. And our son Wukong is in trouble here, but it looks like he will survive. And I managed to land that on Neve, so she will take some nice damage. And we actually managed to get another few good shots on their Cabrakan. So he is down low enough that he might have to return to base. And we're going to keep pushing the issue here. Destroying their wave while under tower will give us a nice advantage. Our Sun Wukong did just back, but that's okay. I think their Cabrakan also backed, so we're kind of even in that regard. Okay, that was an interesting exchange, but it did work out in our favor. Now my ultimate is ready, but I want to be careful here, especially because Neef is backing on our team. Luckily, that Neef did foolishly step into our tornado for a second, so that took some damage on her.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Now I think I'm going to go back as well, just because I am getting a little low on health. And then I can also finish off my boots. And it looks like our jungle camps have respawned, so we might have to consider that, but it looks like they are going to eliminate Cabrakan here. Or they will fail to secure it, and then Neef will die. That is very unfortunate. Now we gotta be real careful here, because Hades will likely get his ult right now, and so they are gonna probably be going for a combo play. So I will put down my tornado not really to do damage, but to control the lane. And we actually managed to land it on Hades there, so that'll do some nice damage. Foolishly, they fell for my trap, and I got my ult on both of them. So that worked out really well for us, and we managed to also save Neef. Did take a few hits from the tower there, but it's alright.
Retreat!
And we all need to retreat now because we are low on health. And I am low on mana.
Out of mana.
I have enough for maybe one ability, but it won't be enough to save anyone. So I'm gonna try to back.
Be right back.
And that Sun Wukong is gonna be foolishly killed, I think. So we're gonna go for the Book of Thoth. It is a stacking item, but if we can manage to build it up, it'll give us a lot of power, especially with Kook's passive. Because Hades is over here for some foolish reason, so he's gonna die.
We got one, guys! An ally has been slain. There was nothing you could have done there. You what? They got the double? Dear side.
I
You
did
have
manage to
slain an
get
enemy.
that other kill there, so I think it was a worthy trade-off.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Other than the fact that our tower is under attack. Alright, so we're going to go for the speed camp right away. Not that our teammates seem to want to join us. So honestly, I'm going to pick it up just so that it's not wasted. Alright, their Neef doesn't seem to be around right this second. I'm going to put down a ward just so we can make sure we're covered if they come out. Hello, Floofy. Alright, we found Neef. She is on the right and coming in. And we gotta watch out for that weave on the ground as it will explode. Alright, can we pull this off? Our Sun Wukong is pretty damaged, as is their Neef. It's pretty close. Unfortunately, I don't think we're going to secure that kill. Hey.
Easy game, easy life.
Cat, of course, wants attention during a game. Alright, so we did complete our Book of Thoth, so we want to start killing as many minions as possible just to start building the stacks on it. The more stacks we have, the more powerful we will become. And I'm going to go for that mana can, so we can get some of that delicious cooldown. Now neither team seems to really be focusing on the jungle camps, so this is our chance to get the one. And we're just going to put down the tornado and back up a bit. Well, he goes and gets the damage count. And I'm going to use my ult on both of them. And that will be the game changer, I think. And we got Neef with our tornado. Nice. Now we're going to force Neef into a situation here where she will either have to run away or she will die. Now that was a very close one, but luckily the exchange did work in our favor, and I'm actually going to put down a tornado so that he won't follow them. But I, of course, foolishly died to a stupid minion. Alright. So, moving forward, there are a few things I want to get. I like getting Polynomicon, because it makes my next basic attack do increased damage, and generally I can fire off a basic attack right after my one, and it also gives me that little bit of lifesteal, so I'm going to go with that, just so it gives me a little more sustain. Also going to go for that movement speed camp. And then we're going to ping it so hopefully one of our allies will pick it up. Alright, we are now at 25 stacks and we're building that nicely. Looks like Neef is going to back, and I'm going to try to go for the mana camp real quick. And actually, if they were to go after me in the jungle, they'd be at a disadvantage, just because of how my ultimate will be focused in a very small area that is more likely to hit. boys, you got this? Very nice. I think we might be able to eliminate Neef here as well. Unfortunately, it did cost Sun Wukong, but we did get another kill, and we are now 15-6 with a 300 gold lead. I'm going to go for a Gem of Isolation next. This makes it so anyone hit by my stuff will be slowed even more. This is really useful with the Tornado, but also just with my one, which already slows them. So they'll be slowed by the ability, and then they'll be slowed that extra bit just from having the item. Now I still need to get a lot more stacks on my items, so that's what we need to focus on. I also need to hopefully save Neef here. We're not going to pursue them too much, we're just going to ensure Neef gets a clean escape. And focusing on those minions some more, building up stacks, very nice. We got our Tornado on Cabrakan doing some damage. I don't like whatever it is he's thinking of doing. Almost seems like he's going to try to blink ult. So we're just going to do some more damage on Cabrakan, slowly whittle down his health pool. Unfortunately, I made several terrible errors there, and it cost us. And Sun Wukong is chasing down Haze. He did manage to secure the kill, but it might also cost him. Going for a relic now. I'm going to get meditation. Honestly, can I do that? Okay, good. I can. I changed my mind. Actually, I'm going to want to get purification beads, just so I can try to get out of some of their abilities if I am ever in dire straits. Alright, so Sun Wukong is back at base. I'm going to go for the mana camp. And it looks like Neef is at the damage camp, unfortunately. But she's just going to have to get that. And, yep, she probably secured that already. Yep, so we just need to be careful with her. She is building a full power build, and it looks like also boosting her abilities. Cabrakan is also doing an interesting build, very spicy. And we're going to get those minion stacks. It's taking a little bit to build up our item, but we are almost there. Did both of them.
I'll be honest, that one was a bit. He made that look almost too
And that is why we have the Polynomicon. And with that, we actually managed to save Sun Wukong and get a triple kill.
Good fight. Good
And they decided to surrender. So with that, we have won. We did actually manage to get our Book of Thoth to evolve right at the end there. Not that we had time to use it, because they decided to quit before we could win. And they were excellent allies. I think we had some decent synergy overall. We were a bit reckless at times, but I don't think it really mattered in the end. And looking at it, I definitely had a ton of damage going for me. And with that, I want to thank you guys all very much for watching. If you enjoyed this, please remember to like and subscribe if you are on YouTube, or if you are on Twitch, please follow. That way you can see any of my other videos. I do try to post and stream daily, just as my schedule allows, and I really appreciate any support you guys have. It really does mean a lot to me. So with that, I want to thank you all, and have a great rest of your day. You are truly Nova Forged.